Nee!
Wat?
Ik voel iets. Ik voel iets. Het kan ook de kat zijn die aan de play naam.
Oh, kutkat.
Kindvriendelijke video uit.
Sorry, dat is van...
Godverdamme.
De spelkast. Slaan dus altijd een optie.
Grab hem bij de lama.
Because all magic comes with a price.
Invincible.
Ik ga een granaat gooien.
Nee!
Oké, doe maar.
En tot doei.
Hello there.
Hallo mensen van TimGamez. Welkom bij deze nieuwe stream. Welkom op een andere dag van de stream. Wij gaan weer Assassin's Creed Odyssey spelen na een lange tijd niet te hebben gestreamd. Gaan we weer verder. En inderdaad, Tigo, ik ben er half wel, half niet uitgestapt. Ik moet nog een bericht sturen naar Ronald, maar ik ben er in ieder geval uitgegaan. Maar in ieder geval welkom bij deze woensdagstream. Een hele andere streamdag dan normaal. Meestal stream ik op meestal op de vrijdag. Maar sinds kort heb ik ook een baan. En dat kost even iets te veel energie. Dus er komen geen streams meer op de vrijdag. Maar het komt of op de dinsdag of op de woensdagavond komt er een stream. Anderhalf uur streamen. Lekker gezellig zou ik zeggen. Dus ik ga sinds nu hopelijk als het lukt, elke woensdag ga ik elke dag streamen. Nu niet in verband met iets wat er op KD gaat gebeuren weer. Dus waar ik weer bij moet zijn. Ik weet niet waarom. Lekker. Mag mijn Assassin's Creed ook gaan opstarten, jongens. Alsjeblieft. Laat hem eventjes doorladen. Dank u. Hallo Bo, welkom terug. En even kijken. Dorina is al doodgaan in Kingdom. Lekker Dorina. Jongen, heb je niet genoeg gegappeld? Ben je al gequickdropt? Hoe dan? Jongen, niet zo snel. Wat voor baan heb je? Gewoon bij de Vibra. Gewoon een simpele easy baan. Niet al te veel. Dan ga ik transition naar Assassin's Creed. En dan hopen dat hij... Nou, hij is dat ook nog niet ingesteld op de game capture. Hier zie ik. Properties. Die is wel goed. Staat alleen niet goed. Staat op Life Strange. Maar hij moet naar Assassin's Creed. Zo. En dan zou die moeten werken. Top! Perfect! En let's go. Oh, wacht. Ik zie dat er iets verkeerds is. Weer. Zou ik deze even uit moeten doen. Zo. Jongen, alles gaat nu alweer fout in het begin van de stream. Zo. En let's go, zou ik zeggen. We hadden al afscheid genomen op de vergadering. Van mij? Maar als je tijd hebt, mag je altijd onder mijn show vallen. Hoe bedoel je, Tigo? Zoals ik het opzie. Ga alsjeblieft niet kutten. Kom op, let's go. Hoe bedoel je, Tigo, van dat we al afscheid van me hebben genomen? Ben ik er nu echt uit of zo? Ben ik vrij benieuwd naar, want ik weet daar eigenlijk niks van. Alleen, later nog een bericht sturen, alleen ik heb het gewoon te druk om bericht te sturen of wat dan ook. Tim, wie is Bo? Ik zie namelijk geen Bo in de chat. Oh, nee, ik zie alleen een Rob. Zie je. Welkom Rob, ook wel gezellig bij de chat. En dan gaan we gewoon weer gezellig weer Assassin's Creed spelen. Met zoveel zin in, want ik ben al een lange tijd... Heb ik niet gestreamd qua Assassin's Creed zijn, maar ik heb wel offscreen heel wat side missions gedaan, weekly challenges en zo. Dus laten we hopen dat we nu weer verder gaan met het verhaal. Waar we de vorige stream met mijn verjaardagsstream volgens mij waren gebleven. Oh ja, ik was hier gebleven. Ik heb mijn speer geüpgrade. En die is nu level 2, dus we gaan... We zijn iets, en daarvoor staat nu van upgrade spelen, moeten we weer zoveel artifacts hebben. Maar dat gaan we niet doen. Even kijken, dus we gaan wat van de speer van nice. Ja, oké. Dus we kunnen of... voor mij is het hoofdstuk. Wat is die hoofdstuk? Ja, oké, deze twee zijn dadelijk... gewoon familiezaken en zo. Je werd genoemd in de vergadering en dat... onzeker was, maar dat we wel konden zeggen dat je weg was bij Los. En dat je onderdeel kan zijn in mijn programma als je wilt. Als ik tijd en zin heb, dan kan ik wel even langskomen. Maar dat gaat nu lastig worden, want ik werk elke dag. Dit is niet zo leuk. Doei. Dan ga je toch weg. Maar blijkbaar moeten wij deze missie gaan in ieder geval naar Athene. We zijn precies genoeg level daarvoor. Genoeg hoog level, dus daar gaan we in ieder geval naartoe. We gaan naar Attica. Daar gaan we ook naartoe. Wordt gepest. Ben al weg. Oh, je hoeft niet weg te zijn, toch? Nou, begrijp ik, Tigo. Weet je, ik bel je binnenkort al eventjes om eventjes de reden te geven waarom ik weg ben bij de los. Komt goed. Maar we gaan in ieder geval gewoon verder. Ik heb echt een hele lange tijd gespeeld. Ik zal straks even de map wel even laten zien. Zoveel gedaan misschien. Echt heel veel. Oh. Oké, doei Bo. Oké, we gaan naar de map toe, want het wordt toch niet zo'n stream dat continu mijn game crasht. Ja, de game is gecrashed, what the fuck. Fijn. Oké, weet je, even naar voren. Zo. Dan gaan we even snel de game weer even opzetten. What the fuck, dat werkt echt dan niet. De fuck, kan je lezen, Tim? Doe is niet zo leuk. Oh, die fiets. Doei. Maar inderdaad, ik kan eventjes niet lezen, inderdaad. Nou moet eventjes mijn Assassin's Creed Odyssey weer opstarten. Want dan gaat het nog een stukje een hele leuke stream worden. Als die niet meer opstart en crasht sinds de vorige updates. Want ja, de Season Pass is laatst uitgekomen. En het zou kut zijn als ik nu de game niet meer kan spelen. Omdat mijn PC even gewoon weer te slecht is. Fucked up. Heel fucked up. Dus, hebben jullie nog wat lekkere vragen? Laat me lekker gezellig achter. Want dan kan ik daar gezellig op reageren. Want de game duurt nog even met opstarten. Let's go, Gamepie. We gaan eventjes heel gauw eventjes wat opstarten als het werkt. Zo. We gaan Life is Strange spelen. Niet vandaag, Bo. Dat komt op een andere dag, ander tijdstip. Gaan we Life is Strange streamen. Let's go. Ja, het nadeel is, het wordt alleen maar door AMD gesupport. De game, op een of andere reden of zo. I don't know. Fucked up. Echt fucked up. Nou, hij zou nu goed zijn. Ik wil net zeggen. Zo, let's go. Vraag op wie ben je verliefd? Ga ik geen uitspraak over de boom. Nee, maar gezellig weer lekker wat kijkertjes op de stream. Ik denk dat ik misschien wel vaker op de woensdag maar ga streamen. Of op de dinsdag, een van de twee. Want het is best wel een leuke dag. Rustige dag. Niet altijd druk. Dus nee, misschien dat ik vaker ga streamen op de dinsdag of op de woensdag. Ik ben al een kwartier bezig. Voor mij als ik het goed heb. Ja, toch. Bijna een kwartier, 7 minuten. En de game is al 1 keer gecrashed. Gaan we het vaker krijgen? Ik hoop het niet. Dan gaat het echt kut worden. Zo. Wacht eventjes. Nou die. Oké, vreemd. Shit, burkt er wel al best wel op een PC, merk ik. Jezus. Ja, ik moest vragen stellen, antwoorden. Antwoord. Ja, ik antwoord later. Die niet. Deze moet ik nemen. En dan kaart. Dan ga ik gewoon daar de fast draft. Ga ik het echt zo nemen. God dang it. Dat is echt nog kut worden. Moeten we hier 1 klap moeten we hier naartoe varen. Laten we hopen dat mijn FPS nog een beetje meewerkt. Anders moeten we wel eventjes andere games gaan streamen. Nou, dan kunnen we verder met Assassin's Creed 3. Nou, we gaan Assassin's Creed 3 streamen. Zou dat kunnen leuk zijn. Dus let's go. Ik merk trouwens dat ik echt de game al een lange tijd niet meer heb gespeeld. Want ik heb nu namelijk 2 tabs op dit moment. Dus ik heb mijn sluipmoord naar shit. En mijn battle shit. Ik moet trouwens even daar naartoe. Naar mijn schip. Oh, hier bij de haven. Let's go. Dan moeten we hier weer wachten. Dan gaan we in één klap door. Zullen we ook in één klap, denk ik. Dat is ook even duren.
Roars to positions!
Where to now, Commander?
We gaan die kant op.
Full power!
Up, Commander! Are treacherous around chaos. We should be careful.
What? Charybdis and Scylla await at the bottom of the sea, I suppose.
No! Pirates! A lot of them!
Ha! Only pirates?
Increase speed! Maximum speed!
Yeah! We can probably salvage that!
Archers, we need you!
Let's go. Direct verder met de missie.
When you're ready, meet me at the Pnyx in Athens.
Gaat op niks in Athene. We zijn nu eigenlijk Athene. Zo. Ja. Het land van de democratie. Het is geen democratie. Ik ga trouwens even één dingetje even proberen te fixen. Kijkers, gezellig kijkers. Ik zet even mijn stream uit en aan. Best wel. Dan zou het, als het goed is, zou ik er nu weer zijn. Met redelijk even is. Top. Let's go, we gaan naar Athene toe. Als het van de game mag. Ja, hier is Athene volgens mij al. Nice. Let's go. Oh. Je zit toch oud, er staat Athene. Nou jongen, als we deze stad willen gaan overnemen, dan moet het toch half in balans zijn toch dat twee verschillende rijen kunnen.
Athens. Let's see what this city has in store for me.
De wieg van de westerse beschaving. Oeh. Eindelijk, nou dan tijd weer in Athene. We gaan gewoon de questmarkers vanaf vandaag gaan we een beetje volgen, een beetje verder komen in de hoofdline van de game. Wow. De game blijft gewoon stilhangen mid-game. Wat? Gaan we gewoon de hele tijd, we gaan nu gewoon de hoofdline volgen. Vandaag en dan gaan we gewoon offscreen ga je gewoon weer shit op de shit. Heiligdom van de polis. Ja, dan hebben we niet theater. Fijn. Toppie.
Just... They'll be watching for you.
Maak je direct ook af. Oh, dit is een kapitein. Kut. Kan je ook een vrouw zijn in die game? Ja. Maar ik vond Alexios net even iets toffer. Het ziet er nou uit dat die stad nog best wel groot is. Misschien dat het daarom die Xbox ook nog erg veroorzaakt. Nou, weet je, binnenkort moet ik sowieso een nieuwe PC hebben. Dan ga ik een nieuwe PC kopen. Dus dan wil ik, ik denk als een en een half stream ben van Assassin's Creed dan. Totdat de nieuwe PC er is. Ik wil quality content maken. Quality content! Niet dat het zo is, maar ik heb er kwalitatief content van. Maar de lag. Dat is gewoon ruw. And I don't like that, and I don't like that. Let's go, de trap op. Let's go.
The Spartans may draw near to our walls, but we must come together now for the glory of Athens.
Glory for you!
Friends, please! Just because the Spartans are near our walls does not mean we can act like them! A good crop! Shame the Spartans burned the fields where it grew! The Parthenon is glorious, Pericles, but at what cost? How many triremes could we have built instead?
We must not become divided.
We are divided, and the Spartans are winning. Act, Pericles, or I will.
Oh, good. You came. Things are worse than I feared. Cleon has turned the mob. We have to hurry.
Where?
To Pericles.
Zo. Ja, je kan ook vrouw spelen, Bo.
Stay back. He is no threat to Pericles. I assure you.
Ah, Herodotus. It's fine. Let them through.
It's good to see you again, Pericles.
And you as well. I only wish it were under better circumstances. And who's this?
Alexios.
Welcome, Alexios. And what did you think of your first taste of Athens?
Jullie hebben allebei goede argumenten. Jullie hebben allebei goede argumenten.
I think you and Cleon both made good points.
Good points aren't at all what the crowd seem to care about. They're afraid, and Cleon indulged their fear.
Pericles, we've come to...
We must choose our moment wisely and speak our words more privately.
Fine. We've come to you on
Kill
urgent
him.
business.
Nee!
As does everybody.
I may have told Alexios you'd invite him to your symposium.
You'd ask me to exclude every Athenian and invite an outsider instead. You heard the crowd. They don't need another reason to hate me.
If he's working for you, maybe the prying eyes will see him as a servant.
I'm no one's
Tim,
servant.
je sukt.
Alexios,
Nee, Gio, je sukt zelf.
this is Athens. If you want something, sometimes you have to play a role.
And what exactly is it that you want?
Ik ben op zoek naar iemand.
I'm looking for a woman who's very important to me. Herodotus said a symposium could be useful for gaining information.
He would be correct. I can get you in, although I can't promise the information you seek will be found.
Just tell me what to do.
First, check on my colleague, Mediochos. He was meant to meet me today, and it's not like him to miss an appointment.
Done.
My friend, Phidias, needs to
Ja,
be
Bo,
taken out of
hele
Athens
zware
as
game.
soon as
Je
possible.
kan zelf al bijna niet meer
Anything
doen
else?
met streamen
Yes.
en game te
There is
spelen.
an ostracism vote taking place that could use your influence.
Ostracism?
Exile is a term you may be more familiar with. Here in Athens, we vote between two people to decide who should leave.
It's between the sophist, Anaxagoras, and another man on trial for impiety. My contact near the Agora will give you the details.
Ik ga het doen.
I'll do it.
I'll expect you to use discretion.
That went well. It isn't exactly an invitation, but the promise of one is just as good. Although I'm sure he'll still ask Aspasia if it's okay.
So long as it comes.
Blijf een natie. Heel plaatsvinden op oorlogscontracten. Dus trouwens eventjes mijn gear even goed te hebben. Nee, Iftanus, jezus. Hey, what the fuck is er aan de hand met mijn PC? Terwijl je aan het gamen was. Nee, ik ben niet aan het gamen, ik ben aan het streamen. Ik ben aan het streamen. Visuele aanpassingssystemen. Het visuele aanpassingssysteem kun je van je uitrusting veranderen. Je kunt het vanuit het menu doen. Nu inventaris doen door uitrusting te selecteren. Wacht. Dit is de betere. Demonteren. Deze wil ik eromheen hebben dan. Dit is het bevel van je baas Gio. Wanneer OW is de... Wanneer de tijd rijp is Gio, wanneer de tijd rijp is. Rustig. Zo. Wat de fuck zijn er nog meer? Bij de inventaris kon ik wat shit doen volgens mij, maar... 2 weken terug. Hoofd even op af. I'm going to sleep soon. Is goed, Bo. Toch te zoeken. Voor mij hier niet, als ik het... Fuck it, we gaan gewoon door. Volgende missie in de... Oh, kut, we hebben... nog wel wat shit te doen eigenlijk voor die... Nee, deze vraag maken. Zo, met het brood. Hier naar beneden. Zo. Let's go.
Help me! Please, someone!
Hey, ik hoor net dat iemand hulp nodig heeft.
By the gods! Why did it have to be snakes?
Ik hoor de slangen.
Get me out of here! Hurry! Kill the snakes before it's too late!
Why are there so many snakes?
Zo. We zijn dood, gevangen bevrijden.
Blessed be the god that sent you here. I'd have been eaten alive if it weren't for you.
I don't think they'd eat you.
But they would have certainly killed me. So thank you.
Ik help.
I'm always happy to help someone in need.
The world could do with more like you. Especially now.
Pericles sent me. He was worried about you. Do you often get tied up and surrounded by snakes?
How can you joke about this? Thugs broke into my home, dragged me here, tied me up and surrounded me with these hideous creatures. They must be stopped.
The snakes?
The thugs!
Waarom
Why
slangen?
would anyone do this?
Politicians are easy targets in these troubled times. When they tied me up, they said I was a snake. That I should die by my own kind.
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick, to give them hope. That's how I recognized their voices.
Oh, yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish were unmistakable.
Did you recognize the people who did this?
Pericles asked me to go down
Nee, dat ken ik al.
to the fishing district and talk with the poor and sick,
Dat ken ik
to give them
al.
hope.
Doorgaan.
That's how I recognized their voices.
Oh, yes.
They threw rotten food and yelled insults at me. These thugs disguised their faces, but their voices and the stench of fish were unmistakable.
Where should I look?
I couldn't see their faces, but I recognized their voices from one of the districts I visited. They're regulars at Cleon's rallies. They live in the flooded part of the city, near the wall.
Ik heb...
I'll track them down, Metiojos. Don't worry.
Tensions are high right now. At this rate, we'll tear each other apart within the city before the Spartans can breach the walls.
Het huis van de aanvallers. Moet denk ik niet zo moeite moeten zijn, denk ik dan. Let's go. Nou, nee. Dus even neerhalen. Even vermoorden. En nou, ik denk dat dat het idee is. Gewoon vermoorden. Gaan het huis van de aanvallers. Dus het zal wel logisch zijn dat ik ze moet vermoorden.
The part of Athens I doubt Pericles is proud to talk about. Snakes. Like the ones that were meant to kill Metiojos.
Nee, hierboven. Nog allemaal rollen.
It looks like the thugs who attacked Metiojos weren't the masterminds behind this plot. Snake bites. And someone hid the body. Though I have a feeling this death was an accident. This must be the house of Metiojos' attackers. But the letter proves they're just tools in someone else's plan. Whose?
What the fuck are you doing sniffing around my house?
You attacked Metiojos. I found the snakes, the letter from your friend, and a body. All here.
Boraktis. We all knew the risks. Change don't happen without a bit of blood being spilled.
Waarom heb je het gedaan? Wat moet ik met je doen? Vertel me waar.
I know someone gave you those snakes. They used you to do their dirty work. I want to know who.
He's a real hero of Athens. No puppet of Pericles is going to stop him.
Van dus bescherm.
Tell me what I want to know, or I'll cut you down right now. Your cause will be forgotten, and so will you.
All right, all right. He's got a camp just outside the walls. Sells his snakes from there.
It's not too late to make a difference, but we have to work together.
Maybe you're right. You didn't have to show us mercy. But where do we start?
Start here. This district is your home. Ignore the politicians and concentrate on where you can make change.
Thank you. We will try.
I need to rid Athens of this snake seller.
Dan gaan we even die snake seller even pakken. Dan maken we ze eventjes af. Als het in die kleine huis zou zijn, zo.
They won't ask any questions.
You'll feel the sting of my venom.
Even oppassen wat er weer met gaat gebeuren. Overal hebben we slangen. Ik heb geen zin.
You can't stop me.
His death should keep friends of Pericles safe.
Zo. Let's go. Lekker gedaan eigenlijk best weer. Top. En dan gaan we weer verder met de questline. Ik denk dat het echt zo'n dag gaat worden, denk ik. Of echt stream gaat worden. Wow, ik denk dat we nog een half uurtje gaan streamen, denk ik nog. Of gezellig. 3 kwartier nog. I don't know. I don't know, weet je, komen we, gaan we dat gewoon gezellig even stil, dus weet ik nog niks van. Nee, zoveel kan wel.
Looks like your situation's improved since we last met.
The danger has passed for now. But while those monsters are out there, no one is safe.
A group of fishermen tied you up. They were being used by a snake dealer working for enemies of Athens.
What did you do with them?
I showed them the error of their ways and sent them on their way. They won't be bothering you again.
I'm glad no blood was shed. But how do you know they won't return?
I made it very clear that doing anything stupid would make me angry.
Well, that must have been a terrifying experience for them. Thank you for your help, Mystios. I'll be sure to mention this to Pericles.
Top, het is allemaal eigenlijk giftig op. Top. Fijn. Nee, de volgende questline is daar verder op 1000. Oh. Zo kunnen we wel lekker XP jagen als de questline gewoon te volgen. Ik denk dat we dan daar nog best wel shit gewoon nog even in Athene in bezit kunnen laten, denk ik het beste. Ik wou net vermoorden als het moest.
Stop. I can't let you go any further.
Stand aside. This is important.
So is keeping people out. Maybe you can see Phidias after his trial, if the people spare his life.
Even gestuurd.
Listen, I'm working for Pericles. He wants me to see Phidias.
Well, I'm working for the people of Athens and they want Phidias dead. Now back off or you're dead too.
Ja, je zin.
I tried to be nice. I really did.
Keep it moving.
Zo, ik laat die echt kaart weg. Zo. Even naar de boot te gaan en te praten. Zo moeilijk is het niet.
Sorry about that.
How did you get past the guard? No one gets past the guard.
Relax. Pericles sent me.
Praise Athena. I knew he'd send help. I was worried they sent someone after me.
We moeten hier
He
weghalen.
sent me to get you out of Athens.
So he knows about the plot.
You mean the trial? From what I've seen, you don't stand a chance.
Ha! The people love me. I am the Phidias. But there are others. Look.
Malaka. It isn't the trial Pericles is saving you from. These are instructions to murder you. Who wrote this?
I don't know who to trust. I'm just an artist. I just wanted to create. Please, what am I to do?
First, you need to pull yourself together. You're on trial. The people are against you. And now I find that the cult want to kill you.
De secte, oh.
I said pull yourself together.
Yes, of course.
Kloppende beschuldigingen.
Cleon said you're wasting the people's Rakmi. If he had his way, he'd serve them your head.
Cleon mentioned me? That's going to hurt Pericles. First impiety, now theft. After all we've done for this city.
You and Pericles seem close.
For Pericles and me, it started with our love of Athens. Our differences push us to greatness. That is true friendship.
Laten we gaan.
All right, we need to go. Do you have any idea where I can take you?
South of Athens, there's an island called Seriphos. My friend Theras lives there. When I discovered the plot against me, I sent word to him. If anyone can help us, he can.
Good. Any clues he has of the cultists' identities, I want them.
Yes, anything.
Oh, hij wil me helpen.
A guard.
Oh.
I'll distract them while you sneak out. Meet me tonight to set sail for Seriphos. Don't show your face until you see me at the docks.
I understand.
You didn't think you could attack one of us and get away with it, did you? Come on and fight!
Perfect. Ik wil de helft van zijn HP kwijt. Als hij wat meer weet van de secte, then we have a big problem. En kunnen we nog best wel wat secteleden hieruit te krijgen. Dus allemaal te vermoorden. Ja, ik moet even beslissen. Ons paard aan het stoel roepen. Snel naar de missie toe gaan.
You are going to kill someone.
Ja, binnenkort jouw hoofd. Hey Tristan, welkom bij de stream. We zijn dat je bent. Akkoord. Ja, hoe ver zit ik eigenlijk al op de map? Want ik heb die map wel... Oh, Athene is zo'n tyfus grote stad. Oh, god dang it. En dit is dan 38 en dit is dan nog 23, 25, maar... Oh god, we have a problem. We have a big... En dan moet ik ook nog Megaris moet ik ook nog even clearen. Fijn. Allemaal de post niet kan doen.
Hey. Keep away if you don't want trouble.
Nee, ik wil schatten wat ik kan plunderen.
So many boats. So many people. There must be enough food here to feed Kefalonia for a year. If I meditate, maybe Phidias will be here when I'm done.
Mediteren. Daar is hij.
Good. You made it. I was beginning to worry.
I told you I'd get you out of Athens.
So you did.
Wie is die vriend die we gaan...
Can your friend be trusted?
Theras and I have been friends for a long time. I just sent word telling him where to meet us.
Kom op.
Wasting time will only get us into trouble. Let's head to Serifos while we still can.
Ja, de cult van Cosmos. Je weet ook al dat ik die shit aan het doen zijn. Hé, op het schip. Yvesje is aan het slaan. Zullen we het schip losmaken?
Ready for departure!
Welcome back! Where shall we go? Look there! Salvage!
Let's go. Blijf houden, dat is wel nodig.
I never thought we'd have this.
I've left places I've been. Running speed! Rhodotos. What's that island ahead of us?
That, my friend, is the famous island of science.
Arm yourselves! Faster!
Dat schip even kapot maken. En daar de spullen vandaan krijgen.
I need archers! Head for open water!
Oh, daar moeten we naartoe. Serifos.
Speed up! Raise on!
Met volle zeilen moeten varen.
Get that sail up! Forward! Onward! More speed! Sails down! Shift the oars!
We moeten wel even 2K varen. We al aan het wachten en weer even bezig zijn.
This is a nice ship.
You don't have to do that.
Do what?
Fill the silence.
Oh, I wasn't trying to do that at all. I simply don't find myself traveling the seas very often.
It can be freeing.
Yes, freeing seems to be it. Although I've begun to feel sick.
Lean over the side. Otherwise, you're cleaning it up.
We are at
your stomach turning as much as mine is?
You'll get used. We'll reach Serifos before long. More speed! Let's move it!
We can't go any faster, Commander!
Forward! Tight! Ready the line!
Yes, we zijn er.
It's good to see you alive and well, Phidias.
And you, Theras. As you can see, I didn't get here alone.
Ah, yes. The kind and thoughtful hero you mentioned in your letter.
Ik wil het trouwens gewoon beschermen. Ik heb dit voor mezelf gedaan.
I'm glad I could get him out alive.
And for that heroism, I found some information on a man named Brisson who's plotting Phidias' early demise. Hopefully you can make something of this clue.
I can.
Please give Pericles my thanks and my farewell. And be careful. I still believe many in Athens are in danger.
Ik weet het, er zijn heel veel secten hier secte aanwezig. Yes. Kunnen weer even een paar secteleden eventjes ontmantelen. Yes. Oh, legendary ambaat.
I swear on my life, and the lives I will take from others, I will not fail the cosmos again.
The lower D. Oh. Nice. Legendary armor pieces. Ik wil dit eiland, dan maak ik hem ook gewoon echt af. Hier ook weer een groot eiland. Jongen, we krijgen zo fucking veel quests. Wat we met het doen. Kijk, hier zit hij. En het van Sodomist zit hij. Jezus, missies. Even kijken, we moeten nog eventjes... Even alles goed heb dan? Ja. En dan kaart. En dan kijken waar we weer naartoe moeten. Aan de andere kant van de fucking hele stad. Oké, weet je, pak schip weer. Ik vaar er even
Get ready to set sail!
Al die eilanden ga ik gewoon opzoeken.
Increase speed! Head for open water! Here we go!
Keep going at this speed!
Shields down! Faster! Come on!
Rowers, go! After the rowers catch the thread!
Ik ga wel weer even die haven in.
Ready the oars! Ready the ship for mooring!
Even kijken waar we zijn, dan kunnen we die kant makkelijker opladen. Ah, het is gewoon hier echt die haven ook en dan gewoon omhoog lopen. Top. Paardje erbij pakken zijn wat sneller.
Come on!
En volgen naar het missie door. Het is niet meer verder lopen. Oh, primjager in de buurt.
Ja!
Oh, daar. Goed, rennen. Ah, fuck, we need to run. Let's go. Lekker rennen, lekker rijden.
Coming through! Move!
Ik gewoon elke kip die er in de buurt is. Lachen.
Ja!
It's not a race.
Ella! Easy! Come on.
Wat de fuck doe mijn paard? Rennen jongen. Komt er naar de andere kant van de stad.
Ella!
De stad is gewoon te krap voor een paard. De Agora. Nice.
You must be the one Pericles sent.
I am. He said there is an ostracism vote, but didn't tell me what I'm here to do.
Of course he didn't. That's what I'm for.
Wat gebeurt er met de...
If someone is exiled, can they return?
If they do, they'll be punished.
Maar dan word je verbannen.
What does someone have to do to be ostracized?
Anyone seen as a threat to the city or the people is enough. And then it is up to the vote. Some have been ostracized for simply being more disliked than the person they're up against.
Zeg maar wat ik moet.
What's my role in this?
The votes have already been cast. We don't have long before they're counted. Take the ostraka in this bag and exchange them with the ones currently under guard.
You want me to rig the ostracism?
Pericles does. And he has his reasons, I'm sure. Bring me the bag you took from the room and I'll take care of the rest.
No one will see me go in or out. Stay here.
Fijn. Oké, ik ga naar het logismosgebouw en de Agora. Maar er zat een belangrijk gebouw in Athene. Agora. Ah ja, Agora. Munt van Athene. Ja, de munt. Waar is de munt? Voor de munt.
Oh, I should try to stay out of sight.
Dus ik die even. Kijk, weet je wat jammer is? Er is een... in de nieuwe DLC is er een... is er iets waarmee jij, zeg maar, als jij een wachter vermoordt, dan is er kans dat hij is de kans 50% dat hij verdwijnt. Dat je, zeg maar, helemaal weer moet opvinden en... zeg maar... Dus optillen straks nu weer en dan weer ergens in de bosjes dimpels, hè. Oef, oef, big oef. Oh, kut.
You're not supposed to be here.
I should take a look.
Ik heb dat lichaam trouwens even weggooien. Misschien wel handig. Nee, is er dichtbij. Hier. Heel sneaky verder gaan. En zolang ze mij niet zien, ben ik blij. Oh, kut. Die man moet me niet gaan spotten, want dan ben ik de lul.
That should do it. I should let Pericles' contact know.
Voorraden zitten hier beneden of zo? Oh nee, zit hier. Hey. Snel hier weg, weet je. En let's go. Run for it. We hebben het toch best wel mooi gedaan bij dat missie. Gewoon even sneaky, even dat iemand me ziet. Nou, een paar mensen hebben het gezien. Pak je er maar.
Goods from all over the Greek world. You wouldn't think this city was besieged by an army of Spartans.
Dat ze die oorlog ook kunnen stoppen. Dan ben ik ook even blij van een paar mee. Dan kan je er wel nog best wel goede loot mee zijn.
It's done.
You work quickly.
What are you going to do with them?
Dump them in a well. Ah, it looks like the official has arrived.
I apologize for the delay. There was evidence someone attempted to tamper with the boats. Don't worry. The Ostraka are all accounted for. The votes were counted, and Anaxagoras is to be ostracized.
Be slow to fall into friendship, but once you do,
continue firm and constant. It will be more difficult for me now that Anaxagoras must leave Athens. We were quite close, although he and Pericles were much closer. It's strange, Pericles wasn't here today to defend him.
Zeg maar wie je bent, dan is de Pericles zich.
Would Pericles normally defend someone?
A good friend? Of course. Yet, Anaxagoras seems pleased with the result. This day has brought more questions than answers.
You said you were close.
He was like a mentor to me. Many of my best thoughts came to fruition through our conversations.
Who are you?
Ask anyone and they'll tell you Socrates. But a name gives you nothing. Our actions determine who we are, and every action has its pleasures and its price. With that said, then, who do you claim to be?
My name is Alexios.
And still, I don't feel I know you. Perhaps I can find out who you are a different way.
You want to know me?
Knowledge is the one good in this world. Surely you agree?
Of course. Knowledge drives everything I do.
Then we are the same in that way.
Knowledge of when to attack, what weapon to use, or when to use reason instead of violence.
We seem to put our love of knowledge into practice quite differently.
I use it how I need to.
You are clearly someone who would do whatever you feel is necessary. Perhaps for drachmae, or maybe to further a personal goal.
That describes a lot of people.
I suppose I'm curious why you did it. How could I not be when you're the reason my friend is being forced to leave the only home he's ever known?
I think you have the wrong person.
You are claiming that you're the wrong person? Life's one true happiness is knowing yourself.
Even if I did know who rigged the ostracism vote, I wouldn't tell you.
And yet, I never said anyone rigged anything.
Oh, good.
Socrates, there you are.
Here I am.
You're late. They're all waiting for you.
I wish to see Anaxagoras' fate, and so I have. Tell them I'm on my way. Well, it seemed our conversation is at its end. Although I hope it isn't the final one we have.
I wouldn't know. No denying that's everything Pericles wanted. Time to return to him and find out what these Athenians know about my mother.
Let's go. Ja, we hebben daar weer een huurling, dus ik moet even oppassen. Ik ga hier weer op. Dan moeten we hier even, dus het kan even synchroniseren trouwens. We kunnen nadat het makkelijker maar dat is het. Fast point zit te ver weg. Dat is jammer. The eagle bearer. Dat ik krijg al die kaartjes aan. Zit erboven. Phoebe.
Alexios, it's you!
Phoebe?
You promised we'd see each other again, and now we have.
I also said stay out of trouble.
Which I have. Okay, almost out of trouble.
How did you even get here, Phoebe?
Well, I did make some drachmae working for Marcos.
So you paid someone to bring you to Athens?
Not exactly.
Phoebe.
I needed a drachmi for when I arrived. I couldn't use it all to leave, and I didn't want to wait any longer. So I sneaked on a ship. Don't worry, nobody saw.
I just can't believe you made it.
I don't remember much of Athens from when I was a baby. But every once in a while, something feels familiar. It's nice.
I can't believe you're here.
Me either. I can't believe we both made it to Athens. It's so much different from Kefalonia.
But what are you doing here?
I'm here to get you ready. I have to make sure you leave all your weapons and change into these clothes.
So, you somehow work here? For Pericles?
No, for Aspasia.
I don't understand why I have to change.
It's just what you do here. I felt weird at first, but you forget about it pretty fast.
And my weapons?
Don't worry, I'll take care of them. We don't want to scare people in there.
Well... How is it you're working for Aspasia?
Well, I did get into a little bit of trouble after I got to Athens. I may have been a leader of a small group of orphans that tried to cheat Aspasia. We didn't know it was her, though.
And you convinced her to hire you?
No, she asked me on her own.
So
that was lucky.
Wow.
I think I'm ready to go in.
You can't. Not like that, anyway. The Athenians like it best when you try to fit in. But don't worry, I have just the outfit for you.
I'll get changed. Promise you'll take care of my things.
Yep. Leave your weapons in the corner, and I'll come back when you're done.
Oh, fijn. Fijn.
I feel uncomfortable in this.
Now you look like everyone else.
You say that like it's a good thing.
It is. If you want them to take you seriously, this is the easiest way. Trust me.
Is that everything?
You're all ready to go in. Don't worry. You've done scarier things than this.
I'm struggling to think of any right now. Are you sure I can't keep just one weapon with me?
No weapons. Now hurry and go in. Oh, and don't leave without saying bye.
Here, Alexios. The mighty mercenary and traveler has finally made his grand entrance. Only slightly late, too.
Herodotus. Athenians have no problem letting me know when I'm not welcome. It's a relief to see your friendly face.
Don't let the company here tonight intimidate you.
I won't.
Pericles is no king. He needs these guests to love him so that the people love him. And they, in turn, need Pericles. You're no different from any of them.
Do you really think these people will help me?
They will if you get them to trust you. And you've wisely dressed for the occasion. Appearing trustworthy is the most important part of being trusted, after all. Now then, come, let me introduce you to everyone. They may not look it, but this group holds the way to the future on the tip of their opinionated tongues.
Wow.
Ah, Sophocles and Euripides, for example. Two of the most celebrated playwrights to date. No one can throw stones as far as they can. They appear to be locked in some kind of intellectual struggle, as is their way.
He's a writer of comedies, of all things. Comedies, Euripides.
The fuck? Intelligent.
It looks more like a lover's quarrel to me.
Hermippos has also written his fair share of comedies. You should drink more. Lately, his attitudes have garnered him more notice than his works. However, the fellow beside him, Protagoras, is a sophist worthy of as much praise as the great Socrates himself.
Inviting Socrates seems like a good way to ruin everyone's night. I'm surprised they would let him in the door.
Oh, don't let Socrates get under your skin. At least he wore shoes for the occasion. And the poor thing gesticulating like an ape is Thrasymachos. If you listen closely, you'll notice he and Socrates are actually arguing the same points. But the wind from his wild gestures deafens him to critique.
That isn't at all what I mean.
Where is Pericles?
Oh, he never attends his own parties. Which reminds me, there's something I need to get his help with.
Vile Socrates, always appearing where I least expect him. Warrior, protect me from his amorous gaze. Oh, Alcibiades, this is not a time for jealousy, but for love.
Dude, fuck off. Blijf vanaf.
Let's not use Alcibiades as an example. Be good and don't drink too much. So, tell me, what does a Misthios like you think of a party like this?
Dode boel.
This is going to be a long night. Parties should be about vomiting up blood, not vomiting up poetry. These people are so clean.
If these guests aren't to your own unique tastes, then just focus on why you came here in the first place.
Thank you, Herodotus.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Pericles is here somewhere, and I need to prepare him. If he's alone, I'll tell him what your sister said.
Niet alleen.
Agreed. Pericles needs to know. I'll stay here and look for clues.
I hope they know something about your mother.
Laten we hopen.
Me too.
Samen informatie als de mis aanvaard.
I suppose you've come in here to mock me for my fight with Euripides.
Dat was geen gevecht. Ik zoek aanwijzingen. Je bent een rijk man. Arrogante lul. You kidding me? Je bent een rijke, arrogante lul.
I've seen lots of fights. That wasn't one.
I really made a fool of myself this time, didn't I? I'm Sophocles, though I'm sure you knew that. And you are?
I am looking for information that will help me find someone. A Spartan woman.
A Spartan woman in Athens. Sounds intriguing. Though, if you expect me to notice someone other than myself, you expect too much. You could talk to Euripides. He's the second most worldly man here. That pediculous, xanthodontus exophthalmic Morosov. But he doesn't talk without a drink.
I have no idea what that meant.
No, you don't.
Dat we dronken worden.
So, we get him drunk and he talks. He sounds more Argive than Athenian.
Impressive, foreigner. Euripides is from Argos.
All right, if nothing else, this party could use the help.
You'll need to pick the right wine for this task. The kitchen should have what you need. Let me know when Euripides is done in, and I'll slip away unseen.
I'll get the wine.
Wonderful. Now, if you want some friendly advice, Aristophanes cannot stand sweet wine. I've seen what it can do to him. Absolutely, horrifyingly delightful.
It wouldn't be a party without someone losing their stomach. I'll let you know if your plan worked.
Save for that arrogant playwright. I don't see many distinguished guests in here. Can I help you with something?
Ik ben hier voor droge.
I'm here for your sweet wine.
Yes, take it. But get out of my kitchen. I'm very busy, you know.
A new face in Pericles' abode. Ha! That in itself is a remarkable thing. You must have seen me doing my impression of Cleon. I call it the Orange Ape. Tell me, what does it think?
Noem me het. Noem me niet het.
Did you just call me it? Watch your mouth, Athenian.
It speaks, and so feisty too. Sometimes I wonder if I'm doomed to be the only young and beautiful thing here. So, what do they call you?
Alexios.
I wouldn't peg you as an Alexios, but never mind. I'm Aristophanes, and this man is Euripides. Oh, go on. Introduce yourself.
I'm Euripides.
For a playwright, you're not much for words.
Good men lead quiet lives, as old Euripides likes to say. Don't you, Euripides?
When I need to relax, I start to fight. For you, though.
Quickly, bring him some wine so that he might say something clever.
After my argument with Sophocles, I think I'd rather keep my head clear.
Ik denk wij zijn uit. Is dat dienst? Of je moet het
Aristophanes
houden? We gaan gewoon het hele feestje ruïneren.
Let's play a game.
A competition?
Ah, wonderful idea. Euripides seems quiet, but he never turns down a challenge.
Well, if you brought us some wine, I wouldn't be opposed to showing this young one how we Argives drink.
Let's conjure Dionysos, shall we?
Want we gaan hun nu ja, ik wil even zeggen, als ik dronken word.
This is pure swill.
Amateur. In my day, this would be considered nectar of the gods. Another round!
Zo, nu nog iets te drinken.
Ready for more?
Ik wil hierna even gaan vragen of je nog wat weet over zijn moeder. Zijn ze wel een beetje los.
Yeah, I can hardly stomach this pig's piss.
I could outdrink both of you with one hand. Let's have some more!
Dan help je me niet eerst, anders praat je niet. Wacht, hier.
I'm only here because I'm searching for someone.
And yet it gave us the distinct impression it was here to fill our wine. Let's focus on that first, shall we?
Verdomme.
You ready for another?
Ja, het is gewoon helemaal dronken voelen, jezus. Ja!
This wine is terrible.
You, I like you. Who brought you here?
I brought myself. I'm on the trail of a woman who fled Sparta a long time ago.
Fled? Why?
She lost 2 children. She had no choice.
She fled to heal a broken heart. Euripides, write her into a play.
I've heard Spartan mothers go to a sanctuary in Argolis to beg Asclepios for his divine pity. I should know, it's my home.
After what she went through, I'm not sure she would trust priests.
Oh, then she sought my friend, Hippocrates. He's a physician, best of the best. He still keeps his office in Argos. If she went to him for help, there's no doubt he'd have given it.
I love getting drunk and singing. Come back if you want to sing with me.
I'll think about it. Hippocrates in Argos. Here I come.
Berichten nog.
How's Euripides? Drunk, I hope.
You can stop hiding in here. Euripides won't notice you coming out. He won't notice anything.
Hiding? Heed this. War has come to Athens. First they take our homes, then they take our heads. I intend to be found with at least my dignity intact. Or what's left of it anyway.
Wow.
If you see Pericles, tell him I said thank you for another colorful evening.
Waar de fuck je naartoe moet. Ik weet tenminste 2 stuks waar je naartoe moet. Interactie. The fuck gebeurt daar?
Someone's being hurt. Open this door, or I'll kick it in!
Zo!
No, don't mind her. She likes to watch. Look at you. Such authority. Such aggression. I can see why Pericles has taken such an interest in you. Did you come to join us?
It sounded like someone was in pain.
Well, it can sometimes be hard to distinguish between sounds of pleasure and pain. Had I known you were going to knock, I would have left my door wide open for you.
Ik ben op zoek naar iemand.
I only came to this symposium to find someone.
Sounds like we can help each other then, doesn't it? You fetch us a bit of oil, I help you find who you're looking for. Maybe they're in here.
She's not in there.
I think I'll check all the same.
Ik ben die niet. Ik haal de... Oh, wat zou ik doen? Nee.
You have enough servants. Get them to do it.
Shame. If you change your mind, I promise to pour the oil on you and lick it off.
Mag ik een tijltje alsjeblieft, dames en heren? Oh god, wat moet ik me echt smerig laten maken? Gadverdamme.
I was just about to come find you. Clearly you were thinking the same thing I was.
After your display earlier, it's probably safer I get the oil.
Obedient too. I knew I liked you. Don't take too long.
Echt, ik ga nog kotshalzen van die gozer.
If you don't get the oil soon, all our fun will end.
Als het olie moet zijn, dan moet het wel niet zijn. Niet, misverp. Olijfolie. Hey.
Just can't stay away, can you? Did you bring the oil?
Maar een beetje anders dan.
I come bearing gifts.
We're saved! Today, these women grieved for their sons, and these men worked the wall. But tonight, we forget all of that. Let's have some fun! What do you say? Care to join us?
Ik ga heel snel even naar mijn streamles dat we uit de kleren gaan. Ik ben hier alleen voor.
Now it's time for you to help me, Ali. I'm looking for someone.
All business right until the end. I like that.
Ik hoef nu met hem in een bed te gaan.
Focus. I'm looking for a woman who fled Sparta a long, long time ago.
Fled Sparta? No one flees Sparta. But let's pretend she did. If she were stupid, she'd be dead. If she were smart, she'd do what Aspasia did. She'd earn her independence. The smartest and most resourceful women I've ever met have been in Corinthia.
Pietera? I've heard they play some sort of role in Corinth, but I assumed it was the same as any other city.
Oh, no. These women are unlike any other you'll meet. A force, and the only ones there with any smarts.
Ali! Come back inside!
Ooh, the celebration continues. When you reach Corinth, find Anfusa. No one goes in or out of the city without her knowing. Until we meet again, warrior.
Wow. That escalates quickly.
Anthusa in Corinth. It's not much, but it's a start.
Ah, if it isn't the one who agrees that knowledge is most important.
I think we agreed our use of that knowledge couldn't be more different.
Ah, you remember. Perhaps our conversation can continue.
You really intend to use this young destruction to avoid the point being argued?
If you've been arguing this long and you haven't agreed yet, just give up.
We're discussing the nature of rulings. We're better to do so than here. I'll ask you the same question I asked Thrasimachos. Would you agree that the act of ruling is an art?
It is an art, as all worthy undertakings are. That is not up for argument.
Yet, medicine is for the betterment of the patient and not the physician. Carpentry improves the building, not the builder. Then, is the art of ruling not for the betterment of the ruled rather than the ruler?
Don't be absurd!
This argument between you two is pointless.
Perhaps. How do you define art?
I'm not getting dragged into this.
Very well. Answer this. Does the artist not give form and symmetry to her subject?
Well, yes.
Laws and justice do much the same for people, do they not? And is there any better way to communicate the story of a people than by revealing its customs and laws? If yes, then ruling, and thus justice, must be an art, as Thrasimachos says.
If you say so.
Aspasia.
You shouldn't be too hard on Socrates. He really has a brilliant mind, even if he comes off a little strong.
He isn't always like that, is he?
Ah, Phoebe. Pericles has retired to the balcony already, has he? His ability to sneak off and sulk is second to none.
I can go get him, and Alexios can help. Everyone listens when he talks.
That'll be fine. Run along. Alexios will be right behind you. Now, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Aspasia. I had to go to great lengths to cover up your work in Megaris.
Your spies have been watching me. I knew you people couldn't be trusted.
We do what we must to survive, and there's no shame in that. It's how you got here, how I got here. The clothes, they fit you well, I trust.
Ze zouden goed zitten als
I'd be more comfortable in these clothes if I had a blade in my hand.
You never really get used to them. It seems we have the attention of the entire room without a single eye being fixed on us. If you'd like to talk, do it now, and do it discreetly.
I've been searching for a woman named Mirini, my mother. I think she may be in danger, and my search brought me here.
What clues do you have to her whereabouts?
A physician named Hippocrates may have seen her in Argos.
He's a good man. If you find a woman named Agathi there, do let her know Aspasia sends her regards. What else?
Alcibiades gave me the name of a woman in Corinth.
I'm sure he did. My dear friend, Anthusa, is the only one I know who's enjoyed a life in Corinth through legitimate means. Mostly legitimate, anyway.
That's all I have.
There is another option. In a former life, when I needed something done or someone found, I contacted a friend. An admiral of a sort.
What's his name?
Her name is Xenia. When we last spoke, she was in chaos. A word of caution. When you go to her, be on your guard. Sea life makes a monster out of most people.
Thank you, Aspasia.
When you're done, return here. Together, we will find who you're looking for. Now do me a favor and get Pericles to come down here and greet his guests.
Ik ga even eens kijken, want het lijkt erop dat... Oké, nee. Het is alleen op Twitch. Zo, de streamchat er weer bij pakken. Zo. Ik hoop niet dat we weer crashen. Ik ga eerst maar snel op de stream dan in plaats van op mijn eigen beeldscherm. Klop, klop, klop. Goedemorgen, ben er ook nog.
Alexios!
I didn't send for you. No matter how you've dressed for my party, Phoebe shouldn't have let you in.
Even nog een shirt. Het is niet Phoebe's schuld. Stop je niet voor je gasten.
Aspasia told me to come find you. She wants you to come down to the party.
She says I don't interact with our guests enough. But these parties aren't for me.
Only for me.
Technically, you're a guest. If you join Herodotus and me, that should be enough for her, don't you think?
Moet je niet
You really don't want to go downstairs, do you?
When your days are spent speaking in front of crowds, you begin to crave these moments of silence.
Or as silent as I let it be, at least.
Your life is in danger.
Yes, Herodotus was saying. This cult doesn't worry me. I have my life threatened by far worse people every day. My true concern is Athens. I fear for her future.
Ik wil het gevaar serieus nemen. Ik zou...
The Spartans aren't your real concern, Pericles. The cult is coming, and they're bringing their strongest weapon.
Listen to him, Pericles.
The Spartans are immediate. A cult's threat is ambiguous.
I'm related to one of the cult members, and I believe her when she says they're coming after you.
Sound counsel to consider. I'll be sure to let my men know, regardless.
Aspasia sent me to see what's taking you so long.
Tell Aspasia I'll be right there. I suppose this is where our conversation ends. Thank you again for helping me. I hope my guests are able to help you in your search.
Time will tell.
Baby shark, do. Yep, look. Left turn. Laten zien. Potion. Pak ik mijn wapens.
You look tired.
Only of conversation. I think that's the most talking I've ever done.
See? You didn't need the weapon after all. Are you leaving?
Ja. Ik ben klaar om te vertrekken.
I've had enough Athenian hospitality to last me a lifetime.
You'll get used to it.
Baby
It's
shark.
nice.
Ja, oké, baby shark voor jou
What
dan.
are you going to do now?
There is a physician in Argolis that may be able to help me.
You're sick? You've never been sick.
No, I'm fine. I just need to talk to him.
Okay, good. It would be weird if you were sick. Before you go, I heard something from Aspasia about Kefalonia.
What is it?
She said there was some sort of plague. You don't think... My friend, the blood fever.
Don't think like that. Whatever happened on Kefalonia isn't our fault. I'll go myself and find out if this plague even happened, okay?
Okay, thanks. I knew I could count on you.
The Bright Minds. Nieuw trofee heeft vrijgespeeld. Top.
Not going to beg to come along this time?
Nope. I'm happy here. And this isn't Kefalonia. That means you'll be back.
That's very true.
Plus, I really like working for Aspasia. She says she has a mission for me.
I'll see you soon, Phoebe.
Bye, Alexios!
Oh, kut. Hele aanwijzing. We gaan weer secteleden op hun smoer anders moet hier. En voor de rest, wacht, inventaris. Heb ik misschien nog wat shit bij me? Vereisniveau, niveau 28. Bijna. Nog niet helemaal. Ik kan beter 27 pakken. Kan ik beter die 27 pakken. Missies, vaardigheden. Laat ik daarmee beginnen, want ik heb 2 vaardigheden extra erbij gekregen. Even van, oh, kritieken. Aha. Missies. Want ik denk dat we nu heel wat. Hier, een nice speer kan weg. En dan heb je. Zonder wet. Oh, de Odyssey. Grote game. Fucking groot. Hier heb ik ook fucking veel quests. En als het zo is dat Cavalonia in gevaar is. Then we have a big problem. Maar dan zou ik zeggen, tot de volgende stream. Want we zijn echt fucking veel weer gedaan. En we gaan binnenkort, gaan we ook hier shit doen, denk ik dan. Of hier, nou, denk ik nog niet. Hier misschien, dan hier beneden. Het gaat nog lang duren. Dus, jongens, ik wil jullie allemaal bedanken voor het kijken. Gaan we naartoe naar deze eerste stream van de kerst. Hier, de spelkast kerststream. De hele maand december ga ik ook wat streamen. En volgende stream wordt het andere games. Dus ik zou zeggen, vond deze video leuk? Doe dan een blauw duimpje omhoog. Wil je meer abonneren? Like, vermis ik weer de volgende keer. En in de volgende aflevering zou ik zeggen, ja, nieuwe stream. Nieuwe spullen. I don't know. Weer gedaan. En dan moet ik wel even normaal muziek. Hier deze. En dan zie ik weer de volgende keer. Later. Later.